You're watching Cold Brews and Hot Takes, only on Fantasy Now Plus.
I'm literally not muted. Okay, now am I muted still? Am I still muted? Am I still here? Am I live? That was weird. I pressed the button. We're back. We're on. At my real job outside of this, they call that double muted in the business. In case you didn't know, I got screwed over by the computer. Did you guys see that? We're not going to get into EVs and all that crap, but did you see the Mustang video? Scary stuff. But you know what else is scary stuff? NFL preseason. NFL's preseason is extremely scary to fantasy managers. We see players that we want to succeed, maybe not see the field as much as we want. We have thoughts on a certain players such as an Evan Ingram or Brees Hall, and then they're splitting time with people that shouldn't be splitting time with them. So it really drives us nuts as fantasy managers to watch this happen in the preseason. So this is what I think about the preseason. I know, I talk about it every week. I'll continue to talk about it till it's over, but it's a new perspective. So I've been watching this show called WWE Unreal for a while. It's the behind the scenes. It's like a reality show. I'm not a reality show person, but that's the preseason. The preseason is a 3-week reality show, episodic television show, where there's a new plot twist literally every week. Week 1, it was Shadur Sanders. Oh, Shadur Sanders did this. Shadur Sanders did that. He set up for failure. Oh, he blew it out of the water. Week 2, we have a new storyline. Week 3, we'll have another storyline. It's just, that's what we do. We pick up the big story, we talk about it, we run with it, and we wait for the next episode, which is next week. So it's hard. How do you navigate that? What do we do? How do we get through the noise? How do we get through the BS? How do we get through the coaches? The coach speaks. The coaches aren't giving us the real script. I was watching a game on, I think it was a Giants game, and they ran a play and they threw a touchdown pass. And one of the commentators goes, "Wow, I'm surprised they ran that play. I'm surprised they showed that play off in preseason." I mean, and it was a very simple play. I mean, if the commentator's saying that to you, the viewer, what else are they hiding from us? What else are they not showing us? We don't know what's going on behind the scenes. We just see what they give us, like a TV show does. They give us what we want to see. We didn't see in WWE Unreal the real impact Dwayne Johnson had on WrestleMania and how he messed everything up. They didn't show that. We know it's there. Same thing here. We're not seeing the behind the scenes with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers or the Tennessee Titans or the Jacksonville Jaguars. We're just seeing what they give us. So what's really going on? That's for us to find out week 1. Until then, we just have to go with the flow. They're going to swerve us, man. They always do. We always get hyped up about these guys. We get hyped up for the Tevin Coleman's coming in. We get hyped up for, what's up, Jamie? What's going on, guys? Hey, if you guys watch preseason, let me know what your thoughts are because I'm about to go ham. This is my hot take shirt. When you see this shirt, guys, on Monday morning, you know I'm in some kind of feisty mood. I'm very feisty today. So, but I'm not going to get too crazy, right? I'm going to keep it chill. It's Monday morning. We're drinking coffee. We're relaxing. They gave me iced coffee instead of cold brew today. It is what it is, right? But anyway, so we're all chasing ghosts pretty much in the preseason. We hype up the guys we want to hype up and we fade the guys we want to fade. We'll say Jacoby Myers isn't a good target or a secondary target. And then he proves out to be, oh, wait, he's steady Eddie. He's being drafted super late, but we bypass him because the cool rookie, as in, I don't know, John Beck, right? Oh, wow, he's flashing. We got to go pick it. What are we doing? Slow and steady wins the race. And I think that we really in the preseason ignore those steady players. So we're going to get right into it, guys. I'm going to start with the good stuff of preseason. But before I do that, I got to get in some plugs, got to get some business out of the way. FantasyNowPlus.com. If you have not been there, Justin is working his ace off. I'm not going to say any curse words. He's working his ash off, making that the best, most efficient site you can go to. There's many fantasy sites out there. Ours is super crisp and clean. I really appreciate everything Justin's done with that website. If you want to go on there, check out our ranking, check out our articles. There's a bunch of tools he's adding on there. It's magnificent. fantasyplusnow.com, fantasynowplus.com. Finns Talk Sports Network. If you're watching on YouTube right now, go on to fantasyplus.com on YouTube. We are live on both Finns Talk Sports Network and Fantasy Plus now. For Blue Sky, we're not on Twitter, guys. Blue Sky, though, we are there. Fantasy Now Plus. I'm not there. I'm not. I'm there, but I'm not. I got to be there more. Sean told me to be there more. But if you want direct contact with me or Will or Justin or Sean or any of the guys that we do, Topher, Michael, any of the guys that we have on these shows, chat.fantasynowplus.com. That is our Discord. We are super active. We're always posting stuff in there. If you want a direct question answered, or you want to just talk, or you want to search for a league, we had a league last night with openings. We were trying to find people. If you want to get into leagues or talk to us directly, chat.fantasynowplus.com. All right. Now that's out of the way. I'm highly impressed with Jackson Dart. Been killing it. Yes. That is not the number one topic of the day, though. That's number two. I know I'm leading with the secondary topic because I do what we all do. We play into what we want to talk about. We play into what we want to do, which is Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville Jaguars. I've been hyping him up all offseason. I've been on the train of Trevor Lawrence. I feel like the bounce back is real. I feel like it's going to happen. I'm speaking it into existence. He went 8 for 10 this weekend, 76 yards, led 2 drives, 1 touchdown, 1 fumble loss versus New Orleans. 8 for 10, 76 yards, 1 touchdown. That's 1 drive, right? That's 1 good drive, 1 bad drive. You hate to see a fumble loss from a quarterback, and that's how it ends the drive. At least with an interception, like you're right, you're throwing it 20 yards on the field, so it's like not as bad. It's bad, not as bad. The sack fumble loss, it happens to everybody, so it does stink. Liam Cohen has emphasized the refining of Lawrence's footwork and timing, which is key to Trevor Lawrence. I want to see him push the ball down the field. He has a career average of 6.8 yards per attempt, which is very shallow, like very shallow for a quarterback. I want to see him get that up. Hopefully he can do that this year. Hopefully Liam Cohen can help him out. It's funny enough, Baker Mayfield lasted 4 years in Cleveland, and then he left. This is Trevor Lawrence's 5th year in Jacksonville. It's time for him to figure it out, or they got to move on. But I'm highly, highly interested in this Jacksonville Jaguars offense, especially with the whole running back situation. Think Bigsby got the start. I feel like there's going to be some changes over there in Jacksonville, and I think they're going to surprise a lot of teams. I'm not saying they're going to win 9-10 games, but I will say they're going to score a lot more points this year, and I would say they're going to be competitive for the AFC South. I don't think that's a very strong division. I think it's very winnable, and I think if they're all putting up points with Trevor Lawrence, I think it's going to be a very fantasy-friendly offense. Jackson Dart, though. What? How does this happen? How does this happen where he's so good and he's not the number 1 pick? Or how does this happen yearly, it seems like? It seems like Jackson Dart has just done everything right, done everything you want to see. What I don't truly understand, and I'm worried, and yes, this is going to turn negative, and I promise I'll turn it back positive. Brian Daboll inserted Jackson Dart unexpectedly for a single play. You never know when you have to go in. You never know. You never know when you have to go in. He didn't know. Daboll brags. I didn't tell anybody. I didn't tell anybody my plans. So, if you want this man to be the starter of your franchise, you're training him to be a reliever. You're training him to be a reliever off the bat. I don't like that. I know some people might go, oh, this is good for the league. This is good for him. He's going to learn how to adapt quickly. Do you want your start? Do I ever want Tom Brady to know what it's like to go, hey, Tom, we need you for a couple plays? No, we want him to be prepared for the full game from snap 1 to snap 50, 60, 66, whatever it is. You want to prepare him to come in off the bench because anything could happen? You got to test his abilities to be ready to come off of what? I'm sorry, man. That's Michael Scott. He's Michael Scott. It works. I'm not gonna lie. Like the results are there. Like Jackson Dart led 3 drives. He went 3 and out. He had 9 plays. His second drive was 9 plays, 71 yards. Had a touchdown pass from Greg Dulcius. And then the third drive, 12 plays, 56 yards, had a quarterback sneak the right way, the way God intended it. Not no push. Just hike, right? The way it should be. I don't understand that. I don't get it. I don't get why you want to prepare your future star to come off the bench. Maybe I'm reading into it too much. Maybe I'm overthinking it. I just don't want my starting quarter. Tua. It happened to Tua, man. What happened with Brian Flores in Tua? They had a Ryan Fitzpatrick problem, and they were treating Tua, their star quarterback, like the afterthought. Oh, we'll give Fitzpatrick the start. Tua, go in there. Help him out. Oh, Fitzpatrick, go back in there. Are we going to see the same thing happen with Jackson Dart and Russell Wilson all year and Jameis Winston? Are we going to have a musical chairs at the quarterback position? That's not success. That's not great. That's not what you want for your rookie quarterback. Either sit him and let him learn or throw him in there, throw him to the wolves. You got to be ready. So what are they going to do? What are they going to do? It's a second quarter. Russell Wilson just threw a pick. All right, Dart, you're in for this drive. What the hell? All right, you're back out. Thanks. Like, what do we do? I just, to me, that's just counterproductive for a rookie quarterback trying to learn the system, not trying to be a reliever, trying to be a starter, trying to be the pro, trying to be the star of your franchise. He looks it. He looks the part, man. Everything he's done has been the total real deal Holyfield. I am regretting missing out on him everywhere in my Superflex leagues. I'm not even joking at this point. Malik Neighbors is going to rise up my Dynasty rankings if this continues, because I do believe in Jackson Dart. Michael Scott's got to go. Like, I don't want, it's like, we'll go back to the WWE thing, right? Vince McMahon at one point was a genius. But for the past 15 years, he tried to destroy his company. I don't know if Dayball's doing that. I doubt it, right? He's trying to win. He's a competitor. Of course he wants to win. But the way he does things, man, it's just so out of the box. I guess if it works, it works, right? If it works, it works. Would you want your number 1 pick being trained up front to be a reliever? Not me. Not me. More from this game, Tyrone Tracy. He is going to be a value. He's going to running back 30 in ADP right now, according to Fantasy Pros. He's going to 82nd overall. He rushed for 39 yards on 7 carries. He looked pretty good. He looks like he's going to be the guy to at least get the first opportunity. At ADP, running back 30, I'm grabbing him all day, every day. He's going to be a value, especially if you're going to go 0 running back, like I see a lot of people do these days. Not this year, though. All my drafts. We had a draft last night where it was a $25 just random. If you join, you join. It was last second. It's fun. And everybody was taking running backs off the bat like we were in the 90s again. It was fun. I wonder if it was a Saquon Barkley, Derrick Henry. I wonder if the influence of these star-studded running backs are like, hey, maybe everyone's going to do it. Tyrone Tracy's not that guy. He's going to do it. He's always going to be a share the load kind of guy, but give me 10, 12 touches a game from him. He's going to be a decent running back 2 for you out of the backfield. We got to wait for Cam Scatterboo to come back. We don't know how that situation is going to be. He's still sidelined. So until further notice, Tracy is the guy there. This next one, ungood. Breece Hall. When reality sets in the reality that sets into your mind is ungood, like this one is, it hurts so much. When you think this player is not game breaking, not over polarizing to the fact that where he's like a Jonathan Taylor or Bijan Robinson or Jahmyr Gibbs, Breece Hall is just up there with the top of the top, but not on that top tier. Now he's on his way down already. They're already talking about a split. They're going to do a split. It's been a talk. I've been denying it all season. all offseason. This is one of the biggest misses of my offseason, and I'm here to admit it. I'm moving Brees down in my rankings. I truly see a split there, and I see Justin Fields taking a lot of rushing away from that offense anyway. I don't know what to do with Brees. He played 61% of New York's offensive snaps with the starters this weekend. He's played 69 offensive snaps in all but the last three seasons, or last 3 games of the season last year. Isaiah Davis is there. They love him. Braylon Allen is there. They like him. It seems like it's going to be a true headache. You don't know who's going to get the ball. You don't know who's going to be the lead back. You don't know what's going to happen. And that is so frustrating for a person like Breece Hall to be in. That is so annoying because you drafted him in at least Dynasty leagues as a top 2 pick, at least. And now he's been delegated to a sharing the load with 2 other guys. That's unfortunate. I hope he breaks out. I hope he's the one left standing. I hope he's the one that's carrying the rock at the end of the day, but they're going to do what they're going to do. And we have to wait till Isaiah Davis comes back from injury and is fully healthy and see what this offense is going to be. But Breece Hall, currently, I have him ranked in the top 10. I think I'm going to move him outside of the top 10. When he comes up in drafts nowadays, when I'm drafting like last night, I'm passing on him. And it's not because of his talent. It's because of the workload. It's because of what they're doing in New York. I'm scared of Breece Hall. How do you feel about Breece Hall, guys, in the chat? If you're watching this after, are you still drafting Breece Hall? Are you tempering your expectations? Are you saying, you know what, screw the noise, screw the preseason, screw Isaiah Davis? Breece Hall's the man. Let me know what you guys are thinking. We have a rookie running back that finally showed out, right? You can't show out in the preseason unless you're like a 4th stringer, but he did put someone on their back. He did pancake a linebacker. Ashton Genty came out there, caught a screen or caught a pass, boom, leveled somebody, showed me what I wanted to see. That's what I wanted to see. Is he going to put his feet into the ground, lower his shoulder, and knock some fools around? Yes, he is. So that's what he did. That play right there showed me what I needed to see from Ashton Genty. I have no problems. He's not going to be a bust. People are talking about it. I don't know what you're talking about. He looked pretty good. 7 carries, 33 yards, scored a touchdown. That's what you want to see from your starting running back in the week 2 of preseason. He impacted the game early, right? Like I said, dude, just flatten that linebacker. How many running backs can you see that do that? Like, that's going to be a Scepter, Cal Brandt, angry run kind of guy. He's going to win at least 1 Scepter this year. Can't wait to see that happen. He's going in the top 12 in fantasy football drafts right now. Going running back 6, 11th overall. I'm not sure I'm that high on him, but I am high on him. I'm just not sure I'm that high on him. I got to see the offense, man. I want to see if they're going to score points or if he's going to be one of these running backs who, it's 12 carries, 15 carries for a lot of yardage and not a lot of touchdowns. That concerns me. The touchdowns do separate the great from the good. We saw it with Alvin Kamara that one year. I swear, Alvin Kamara, that one year where he scored like 17,000 touchdowns. The year before, he was just as good, just didn't score the touchdowns. So he was underdrafted. The very next year, he scored 17,000 touchdowns. Boom. On top of the world. Jamal Williams, Raheem Mostert. Like, touchdowns are the difference between great and good. So let's see if he can score the touchdowns to be great. I do see him scoring a lot on the goal line. I like that. I don't see people taking that away from him. So that's great. He's going to be a pass catcher. That's great. Everything is leaning towards great for Ashton Genty. As far as I'm concerned. So I'll be grabbing him everywhere I can. And with the last takeaway of this week, because again, these shows are very condensed, not too much to talk about week 2 of preseason. I'm sorry, but Antonio Gibson is still alive. You guys can put the milk jugs away. We found him. We found Antonio Gibson. He's in New England. And people think he's going to start. Or at least that's what I read on the internet today. The Patriots didn't have Ramondre Stevenson. They don't want to kill Henderson. Did Saquon Barkley play a lot of snaps? Did any starter play a lot of snaps? No? So why are we worried about Antonio Gibson getting the start in New England? Why are we worried about that? I guarantee you if Stevenson was available, he would have got the start. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I didn't read everything. Maybe I didn't see everything, but from what I saw, you're crazy if you think Antonio Gibson's going to get any relevant work in this offense. It's going to be Henderson, Ramondre Stevenson, Drake May throwing it deep to Stephon Diggs. They're going to score 1,000 points. I hate it. I'm a Dolphins supporter. This is awful for me. But Henderson looks like the real deal Holyfield. And man, I was wrong taking Jokins above him in every single draft. Henderson looks like, I don't know how to say it. He knows how to read the holes perfectly. He can get skinny if he needs to, and then he can just boom power through guys like that touchdown run he had. It was phenomenal. It was one of the greatest, not one of the greatest. What am I thinking? What am I doing? I was gonna say one of the greatest preseason runs he's had, but he's only had a couple. But yes, Henderson is the guy there. I don't know why we're talking about Antonio Gibson. This is what I was talking about up front. Huh? Why is this news? Why are we talking about this? I don't understand. I'm not going to talk about it anymore. I'm not. It's just a waste of all of our time. There's one last thing I need to get off my chest before I close this show. And I know Justin doesn't want to hear this. Daniel Jones. Be that as it may, they both made 2 really good throws. Well, they both made 1 good throw each. That's pretty sad. I can point out 1 good throw each. That's good. Daniel Jones was a throw to the sideline to Tyler Warren. Tyler Warren caught it in stride, picked up a couple yards after the catch, and then was tackled outside to the sidelines, right? It was a beautiful throw. That's the kind of precision we need from the Colts offense. So Tyler Warren and Michael Pittman and Josh Downs and everybody could be effective. Anthony Richardson's throw was what he was doing last year. No growth. 0 growth. I see 0 growth. He fades back. He can't find nothing. He throws it deep and hopes somebody catches it. That's what that was. I'm sorry. I had last year, Justin, there'd be games where Anthony Richardson had like 2 points going into the fourth quarter, some second half, whatever it may be. He throws 2 deep balls to Alec Pierce and he scores touchdowns. And Justin's hitting me up. Oh, bro, I told you. Yeah, he's a big playmaker. Yeah, you can't rely on that all the time. Daniel Jones brings consistency to this offense. I don't see a way where Daniel Jones loses this job. He looks better every snap. He looks better every drive. He looks better. And I'm not saying he's a superstar. I'm not saying he's the next Geno Smith or Baker Mayfield or, Sam Darnold. I'm just saying for fantasy football points to be scored, this is consistently not like, Alec Pierce scored 2 touchdowns off 2 targets off of 82 yards. Oh, did you start him? No, but you're starting Tyler Warren. You're starting Michael Pittman. You're starting Josh Downs. And I think Daniel Jones listen, say what you want about Daniel Jones. He didn't make Neighbors relevant, but he got the ball to Neighbors when he needed to. He can get the ball to these guys when he needs to. It's just he needs to focus on the turnovers. Be confident. It sucks, man, that he's in a situation like this where he just failed out of an organization and now he's trying to take someone else's job. And that person right there is kind of failing out of that organization as well. It's just a tough spot for him to be in. And I hope he takes it over, because if he takes it over, the Colts ain't winning 10 games. Don't get it twisted. But I will say this, the Colts will be more consistent in their offense. And that's what we want for fantasy football, especially from players like that. Josh Downs, Michael Pittman, Tyler Warren, they're not going to be the ones at their position. Michael Pittman's not finishing top 12. Josh Downs isn't finishing top 12. Tyler Warren's not finishing top 6. But if we can get consistent weeks where we can plug these players in, that's the beauty of it. Where Anthony Richardson brings in chaos. Who is it going to be this week? Is it going to be, Mo Alley Cox? Is it going to be nobody? Is it going to be nothing? Is it going to be Alec Pierce? We don't know. That's just a headache going into every game. Week 1, they're playing the Miami Dolphins, the Colts. The Miami Dolphins don't have a secondary. The Miami Dolphins are toast. The Miami Dolphins are like, I would say RIP Miami Dolphins season this year. I'm sorry. Sorry, Finstocks family. But their week 1 matchups against the Colts. And it's prime for Daniel Jones to go off and show out and tell everybody who he is. And if Anthony Richardson goes out there and gets to start and he's on himself, man, that's going to be super telling. because I feel like anyone could light up the Dolphins this year. And that's just my personal opinion. So that's it for me, man. Daniel Jones, let's get the starting job. Not sure if they announced anything yet. Just can tell you from what I watched this weekend, it's been a rough week for me. My son sprained his wrist. We were at the ER, urgent care. It was awful. It's been a hectic weekend, so I apologize for, the upfront muting of my mic. I apologize for my anger, my attitude this week. I'm gonna get better next week. Right, we're gonna be more positive because guess what? Next week is the last week of preseason until it's go time, and then I'll be in Las Vegas week 1. I will be doing cold brews and hot takes from Las Vegas. I don't know. I don't know the condition I'll be in. I'll be having a lot of fun. We did book a big cabana at the Sahara. So if you're out there, fantasy football fans, if you're out there this week, week 1 of the NFL, I might be wearing this shirt on Sunday. Come say hi to me. I'll be out there on the strip. I'll be on the strip for football Sunday, but I'll be staying downtown if you want to see me, if you're going to be out in Vegas. So keep that in mind. Yeah, I'm a big celebrity, big deal, right? No, I JK. I doubt anyone's going to even notice me or recognize me. But anyway, that's it for the show, guys. Thanks for everybody for watching. Reminders, check us out, fantasynowplus.com, Fins Talk Sports Network. We love those guys. Bobby, I host wrestling shows over there. So if you want to watch wrestling content, if you're into professional wrestling, Thursday night, Real Talk Wrestling on Fins Talk Extra. Saturday night with Bobby, the final boss, Bobby Melendez, at No Holds Barred. We just had a great show. We talked about way too early WrestleMania booking. So we did that on Saturday. Go check that out if you're a professional wrestling fan. If you want more fantasy football content, me and Justin will be back tomorrow doing our wide receiver rankings. That's right, noon Tuesday. August 19th, fantasy football wide receiver rankings, our final wide receiver rankings of the year. We have shows on Wednesday night. I believe that's Topher and Michael, 8 p.m. on Fins Talk Sports Network and fantasynowplus.com. And Thursday shows, Friday shows, studs and suds. Man, we have so much going on. So enjoy, you guys. I'll see you guys next week. Until then, Justin, I don't know if you're still here, but I'm going to try to do this myself. Peace. Hold on. Peace.
Thanks for listening. Be sure to like and subscribe wherever you watch or listen to podcasts. We'll be back next week for more ways to win your league.